Good morning. Happy Monday. So, what we're doing today is really not so different in terms of how we're doing it, not so different than what we did last week. But I did want to kind of introduce this just because we are starting a new unit. So, we just finished unit one, which is thinking like a historian, is what it's called. And so, it's pretty broad and it's really more about like understanding concepts and skills and things like that. What we're starting now is unit two, which is called colonization. So this is actually us talking about historical events, things that happened hundreds of years ago. Around the 1600s is when we start in this class. So just keep that in mind, right? If you didn't do as well as you'd hoped on the unit one assessment, understand that that is probably the easiest assessment. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and say that that definitely will be the easiest assessment we take all year. So it's really important that you are looking at the Google slide, that you are returning to those to make sure that you remember those things, to study, use the study guide that is extra credit. That's something that can be helpful to you. Join tutorials, again, just whatever it is that you need to do to be successful. That is what you ought to be doing. So let me know if you need anything. But otherwise, keep in mind that with the way that things are this year, a lot of this decision as to whether or not you are going to be successful, whether you're going to really learn, a lot of that responsibility is placed on you, and that might not be fair, that might not be easy, that is the situation that we're in. So just keep that in mind. Um, that being said, what you can see here is we've got a Google slide again for you to view. And again, there's always going to be these little audio files in the top corner that will give you some extra context. And so, again, those are pretty important. If you're just reading off the slides, you probably will understand, but there might be things that are confusing to you that I can kind of clear up by explaining them verbally. So, go through those. And then remember, whenever you get to a slide like this, you want to stop in the Google slide and then you want to go to the Google Doc. Okay. And then you're only completing whatever section the slide tells you to complete. So in this case, it's telling you, sorry, I don't know why it's being so slow today. All right, we'll just go back to the Google Doc. Oh, there it is. So it's telling you the Crossing Atlantic section is what you are working on. And so you can see that here. You can see that there is a reading and that there are two questions. Okay. And then when you're finished with those two questions, you want to come back to the Google slide. Okay. Do not continue on. In fact, on the next activity, you're not going to know what to do unless you come back to the Google slide and then sort of continue through that. Okay. So that is what I need you to do. Like I said, let me know if you need help with it. Otherwise, have a good day.